Hey friends, imagine this. What if gods from space created us, like actual aliens shaping humanity with their own hands? This thought has been spinning in my head, and I can't shake it. Let's dive into this incredible mystery together and uncover what might be out there. Welcome to this amazing journey, everyone. For weeks, I've been losing sleep over a single mind boggling question. Did the Anunnaki, those supposed alien gods from Sumerian mythology, really create us? You might have come across the stories. Ancient texts speaking of beings from the stars who descended, altered our DNA, and left behind some astonishing secrets. But is it just a legend? Or could there be truth hidden in those old clay tablets? This has been weighing on my mind, keeping me up late with dusty books, strange documentaries, and even dreams of meeting these cosmic beings. One night, I sat on my balcony with a cup of coffee, gazing at a sky full of stars, wondering if they're still watching us, perhaps sending whispers through the cosmos. A chill ran through me, like I was standing on the brink of something huge. In this 20-minute adventure, we'll explore the clues I've uncovered, those astonishing Sumerian tablets, the possibility of a lost technology or curse they left behind, and the shock I felt as I pieced it all together. I'll share some bold theories like, what if they're still influencing us from far off galaxies, and take you along on my personal quest, as if I've been tracing their shadows across deserts and ancient ruins. Whether you're fascinated by ancient aliens, intrigued by religious mysteries, or just here for an exciting story, stay with me. We're about to question everything we thought we knew about our origins, and it's going to be a journey you won't forget. Section 1, The Anunnaki Legend begins. This whole journey started when I first came across the Anunnaki in some ancient Sumerian texts. I was just browsing online one day, feeling a bit restless, when I stumbled upon these gods said to have come from the heavens. The name stuck with me, Anunnaki, meaning those who came from the sky in their language. I picked up a book on Mesopotamian mythology, and suddenly I was captivated. These weren't the typical gods lounging on clouds. They were described as tall, radiant beings with advanced knowledge, arriving on Earth thousands of years ago. I could almost see it, a brilliant light slicing through the desert night, these alien figures stepping out, their eyes glowing softly, sand swirling around them as they claimed their new territory. I pictured the ancient Sumerians falling to their knees, trembling with awe, perhaps offering gifts of bread and wine in hopes of favor. The more I read, the stranger it became. Sumerian tablets, among the oldest writings known to us, suggest these beings created humans to serve them, mining gold or engaging in some extraordinary task. I sat there stunned, thinking, wait, could we be their laborers? I discovered a tale about Enki, one of the prominent Anunnaki, mixing their blood with clay to form us, truly acting like a divine creator. My heart raced as I envisioned him standing over a pit, chanting an otherworldly spell, his hands emitting a strange glow, the air around him crackling with energy. Then there's Enlil, the stern one, who reportedly opposed our existence. I spent hours sketching what they might have looked like. Towering figures in sleek armor, perhaps with spaceships hovering above ancient ziggurats, their lights casting eerie shadows across the land. I even imagined myself hiding behind a rock, watching them land, my breath catching as I took in the scene. But here's the twist. They're said to have left, The tablets imply they abandoned Earth after a great conflict or flood, leaving us to survive on our own. I began to wonder, what if they didn't leave without a trace? Perhaps they left behind a technological relic or a curse that still affects us. I dreamed of discovering a hidden cave in the desert, holding a glowing device they'd forgotten, my hands trembling as I activated it, hearing a hum that felt alien and powerful. I pictured the sand shifting around me, revealing ancient symbols I couldn't decipher, yet I felt their energy deep in my bones. Was this all imagination, or had I stumbled upon something that could rewrite our history? Every page I turned drew me deeper into this cosmic puzzle, and I couldn't stop. I needed to know if we're truly their creation, or if there's more to the story they kept hidden. Section 2. The Tablets That Shook Me. This is where things got real for me. I tracked down translations of those Sumerian tablets, and reading them felt like stepping into a science fiction epic. One tablet describes the Anunnaki arriving in flying chariots, landing near the Persian Gulf. I was at my desk, my coffee going cold, when I read that line. My mind was blown. I visualized sleek ships descending, stirring up sand, with locals bowing in reverence, their voices hushed as they murmured prayers. Another tablet speaks of them crafting humans by blending primal mud with their own essence. I could almost hear the splash of water, see the first human awakening, confused, perhaps reaching out to touch Enki's shimmering hand. I sat there frozen, contemplating the weight of that moment, our entire existence beginning in a muddy pit under alien gazes. The real shock came with the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation epic. It tells a wild story of the Anunnaki battling a monster named Tiamat, then using her body to shape the earth. I stayed up all night rereading it, imagining a cosmic war with laser-like blasts and roaring beasts, stars bursting in the background as they fought for dominance. Then I found mentions of black-headed people, us, created to serve them. A chill ran through me, as if they were peering at me through the pages, their presence lingering in the text. I tried copying some cuneiform symbols into my notebook, my hands shaking, wondering if I was unlocking their secrets or inviting an ancient force I didn't comprehend. I glanced out my window at the moon, feeling as though it held a secret, its pale light casting shadows that seemed to shift and dance. Yet the tablets also suggest something was left behind. Some claim they built a control room within a ziggurat, while others speak of a curse for disobedience. I envisioned myself exploring an ancient ruin in Iraq, uncovering a metallic box humming with energy, or a stone tablet warning of their return, its edges worn, but the message unmistakable. The more I read, the more I thought, what if this is true? I spent days comparing these accounts to the Bible's flood narrative, wondering if the Anunnaki caused it to erase us, perhaps because we grew too inquisitive. I imagined holding a clay tablet, feeling its weight, tracing the symbols with my finger, and hearing a whisper in my mind, something ancient, something alive, stirring within the silence. My head was spinning, but I was captivated. Perhaps their mark remains here, waiting for me to find it, buried beneath centuries of sand and forgotten truths. Section 3. The Technology or Curse Theory. This is where my imagination took flight. I started wondering, what did the Anunnaki leave behind when they departed? Some theorists propose it was technology, like a device to control weather or even manipulate DNA. I read about someone who claimed to have found a peculiar metal object in a rock, inscribed with Anunnaki symbols, and I was speechless. I pictured myself holding it, the air buzzing around me, a voice whispering instructions in a language I couldn't grasp, but felt deep in my soul. Others point to advanced tools at ancient sites, like the impeccably cut stones at Baalbek. Did they teach us such skills? I spent hours watching videos of these locations, dreaming of sneaking in with a flashlight, uncovering their lost inventions, my footsteps echoing in the stillness. I imagined brushing dirt off a metallic surface, seeing it emit a faint glow, and feeling a surge of energy that made my hair stand on end, as if the past was reaching out. Then there's the curse theory. What if they left a trap, a punishment for when we became too clever? Ancient texts mention plagues or chaos following their exit, as if they wanted to keep us restrained. I recall one stormy night, feeling as though the wind carried their anger, the thunder rolling like their voices of judgment. I envisioned them cursing us from orbit, their ships fading into the stars, abandoning us to their wrath. Perhaps that's why we face wars and disasters. Their lingering fury, a safeguard to prevent us from rivaling their power. I even considered visiting a museum, gazing at an artifact behind glass, and experiencing a sudden headache, as if they were warning me away, their energy still pulsing within the stone. I pictured my reflection in the glass, altered somehow, as if I wasn't alone in that moment. The most astonishing idea? Some suggest their technology or curse remains active, hidden in plain sight, perhaps in government labs or secret facilities. I imagined agents in black suits guarding an Anunnaki vault, me dodging cameras to peek inside, my heart racing as I glimpsed a glowing orb pulsing with light. I pictured hearing a voice over their radios, "Intruder alert," as I slipped into the shadows, clutching a stolen relic. Was this paranoia, or are they still manipulating events from the cosmos? Every late night search convinced me further. Something they left behind is impacting us, and I need to unravel it before it's too late. I even began to wonder if modern innovations, like AI or satellites, stem from their designs, a legacy we're living without realizing its origin. Section 4. My Quest and What It Means. This mystery ignited such a passion in me that I began planning my own expedition. I envisioned flying to Iraq or Turkey, renting a jeep, and traveling to ancient sites with a group of friends. The air would be dry, the sun beating down relentlessly, and I'd be scouring ruins for Anunnaki clues, my boots stirring up dust with each step. I'd carry a notebook, sketching every odd symbol, and perhaps a drone to detect hidden caves, its camera zooming in on peculiar shapes in the sand. I imagined asking a local, "Have you seen any radiant beings around here?" while sharing flatbread and tea under a tent, the desert stretching infinitely around us. Online warnings about bandits and permits faded in my mind as I pictured slipping past guards, discovering a buried chamber with a glowing Anunnaki device. My heart pounding as I touched it, the air humming with an otherworldly energy. I saw myself stepping back, the glow illuminating my face, revealing carvings on the walls, maps to their homeworld, or warnings of their return, etched in stone for eternity. But then I'd wake up, back in my room, and ponder, what does this all mean? Are we truly their creation, a scientific experiment that spiraled out of control, left to stumble through history? I wondered if they concealed their technology to keep us in line, or cursed us to never attain their stature, a cosmic restraint we can't perceive. Perhaps it's both, a legacy lost in time, one we're too afraid to confront, buried under layers of denial and dust. I spent days sketching maps, watching the starry sky, imagining the Anunnaki observing from a distant planet, their gaze cold and calculating. Some nights, I dreamed of standing in their city, a towering figure handing me a tablet, saying, "Now you know," its voice echoing in my mind as I awoke, breathless. I even pictured finding their ship, half buried in sand, its hull still warm, as if they'd departed only moments ago. This quest transformed me. I once viewed myths as bedtime stories for children, but now I'm asking, what else did they hide? Perhaps their ships lie buried beneath the sand, or their curse feeds our chaos, casting a shadow over all we do. I even considered writing a blog, my Anunnaki journey, filled with my sketches, dreams, and a list of places I'd explore next. I began to see the stars differently, wondering if they're out there, waiting for us to catch up or to fail. What about you? Does this inspire you to grab a shovel and dig? Or do you think it's all alien speculation, a tale woven to explain the inexplicable? I'd love to hear your thoughts as we close. I feel like I've only just started, and maybe one day I'll uncover their mark, holding a piece of their truth in my hands. Conclusion. What an incredible journey, friends. The Anunnaki might have created us, left behind technology or a curse, and vanished into the stars, leaving us to ponder our beginnings. From ancient tablets to cosmic theories, this story has gripped me and left me a little unsettled. Were they real, or did we invent them to make sense of our origins, to find order in the chaos? I'm still uncertain, and I'd love to hear your perspectives. I might even start saving for that trip, to chase their shadows in person one day. Share your theories below. Do you think they're out there watching us? Or have I been chasing shadows across the sands? Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more mind-blowing mysteries. We're just getting started. Next time, we'll pursue another ancient secret that could change everything, perhaps something even darker. Keep exploring, everyone, because the truth is out there waiting. See you next time, and let's keep this cosmic adventure alive.